Hello, everyone. My guest today is Valentin Radu. He's a serial entrepreneur from Bucharest, Romania. He has founded 4 companies and had one important exit at one useful failure. Currently, he's the founder and CEO of OmniConvert, a growth marketing platform for websites looking to become customer-centric. Valentin, are you ready to take us to the top?
Of course, Nathan.
All right. Thanks for joining me. So tell us about OmniConvert. What do you guys do and how do you make money?
We are making a platform which is empowering marketers to do A/B testing, web personalization, and surveying their audience because, as you know, the conversion rate is around 1, 2, or 3% worldwide. We are making money by selling the software and, of course, by assisting the large enterprise companies which are looking to also some help from ourselves and from our data experts.
Okay. And I mean, how does this differ from something like, Optimizely or any other A/B testing tool?
First of all, it's better. Second,
what do you mean by that? What do you mean better? Why?
So in order to make someone convert, you also need to understand who's the buyer persona and who's there on your website. And while Optimizely empowers marketers to do A/B testing, something that we do as well, we also empower them to do research and to survey their audience so that they can understand what keeps them from converting, what barriers do they have, which are the frictions, and then to treat their objections in real time. So imagine that you are on a website and that website becomes dynamic according to your objections that you have.
I don't know what you mean by dynamic. I land on a website, I'm seeing an A/B test.
You're on a website and you are trying to buy something and you are about to abandon the cart and we perceive that as an exit intent. And we pull a survey towards yourself and we are asking something like, hey, what keeps you from converting? So you can have any kind of objection, like the price, the trust, the delivery time.
You mean my mouse moves over like the X button in the browser or something?
Exactly, yeah. And based on that, we can prepare conversation scenarios and we can treat those objections in real time. So that's one point of difference. And another one is that you can also do surveys and you can change the whole A/B testing according to that. So let's say you want to do an A/B test only for the pissed off customers. You can do that. Or only for the ones which are having a lifetime value more than $3,000. You can do that as well. So you can change the website according to the answers of the surveys and according to the data that you have in your CRM.
I think the challenge of something like that is can become so complex. Literally anyone could create a million different funnels based off a million different survey answers. And ultimately that decision tree becomes overly complex where nothing actually ever gets done.
Yeah, that's right. You need to use your brain to make that.
What are people paying you per month on average?
On average, a customer is paying us around €600 per year. So that's the lifetime, the annual revenue that we're getting from a customer, taking into account the companies which are not into conversion rate optimization. And the time to first value is around 2 to 3 months. And that's why we have a few companies which are churning. But afterwards, after they break the 3 months barrier, they are staying with us for 3 or 4 years.
So that's about $700 per year on average, and United States dollars are about $58 per month. I don't understand what you mean by 3 month to value. What do you mean by that?
So if you are doing an A/B test, you need to have traffic and you need to orchestrate it properly. So that takes time. So our product is not delivering instant value, like, I don't know, you name it, any other tool which is either more simple or either, let's say, automated. So mainly in order to get the value out of our product, you need to have a strong data-driven insight. And we are assisting you with this as well because we are having a tool called OmniConvert Insights, and we grab the insights for conversion rate optimization directly from Google Analytics. But no matter what happens, if you, let's say, stay for a month or two to orchestrate the A/B testing and to understand what's going on in the heads of your audience, then you deploy the A/B testing, then you need to be happy about the results from your A/B testing. So usually that takes time.
And Valentin, when did you found the company? What year?
We founded in 2014.
2014. And how many customers are you at now today?
We have around 250.
250. Okay. And is this your only business model? This $700 per year kind of model, or do you have another revenue model?
We have also another revenue model by assisting large and blue chip companies with data-driven experts that are providing them the insights and are doing the UX audit, and mainly that's
so as an agency.
Yeah.
Okay.
As an agency, but we are not. That's not our focus. So mainly like HubSpot is doing for their top customers and assisting them with an onboarding fee and assisting them with some email marketing experts. That's what we are doing as well.
So what's your total monthly recurring revenue today?
We are sitting at around 95K per month.
Okay, and how do you get that? Because if I take that $700 price point you gave me earlier per year times your 250 customers, you're doing about $14,000 per year, or about $150,000 per month, or about $150,000 per year. So why isn't that math checking out?
Because I'm not considering those blue chip companies into this model as well.
Yeah, but that's not recurring revenue. Those are setup fees, onboarding, stuff like that, correct?
No, they are recurring revenue as well. So they are also paying us monthly, but we can't rely on them because we can't rely on them like on a subscription model.
Okay, that's recurring.
Yeah.
So it's not recurring revenue.
It is recurring revenue, but the dynamics of an enterprise are different than the dynamic of software as a service or a small e-commerce website, which is just starting to do A/B testing. So It's much more for us having a blue chip company. These are annual contracts, and it's another business model for us.
Okay,
so that's why we are.
But why I'm confused here. The math doesn't make any sense. $58 a month on average comes out to $700 USD per year, which is what you said your average customer pays you per year. If I take $58 per month times the customer count you just told me, 250, that gives you $14,583 per month in revenue, not $95,000. Why is there such a big gap there?
The gap is from the large companies, as I've told you.
So then the average is not 700 USD. What is the actual average?
So the average is something like. Let me check to.
If I take $95,000 per month divided by your customer count of 250, the average is about $380 per month. But Valentin, you've already told me I don't believe that this is recurring revenue. I think this is like professional services that you get 1 month and then you have to work the next month to get another set of professional services or onboarding fees to stay at the $95,000 per month level. It's not true recurring revenue.
Yeah, I don't know how you are considering this, but for us it is as we have annual contracts.
Okay, give me an example of one of the enterprise deals. What's the annual contract size typically?
The annual contract is around 50K per year.
Okay, 50K per year. And so what's included in that? How's that breakdown?
It's an audit. So it's an initial audit where we are checking out what's going on the website. We are doing qualitative research, quantitative research, a UX audit. We are checking the data hygiene on the web analytics tool that they are using. And then we are coming with a strategy to convert based on the potential that the funnel of that website has. And afterwards, we are assisting that company to actually do the experiments using our platform.
Okay, so it sounds like it's a lot of strategy.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Initially, we have a lot of sweat initially, but then we are catching up, and that's why we've decided to have annual contracts.
So when they were new in year 2, what are they paying?
When they are renewing on year 2, they are paying the same amount of money.
But you've already done the initial review, you've already done the strategy. Why are they paying for that again?
Because strategy, it's dynamic. So you can't like have a mapping and you think that these, let's say we are giving a map with 50 experiments. But after 3 months, we are checking out and we are revisiting this because at some point, not all the experiments are winning, of course. And sometimes you win, sometimes they lose. And based on the loses, we are getting a lot of insights and we are changing that ongoing.
If people didn't pay for your strategy, they just paid for the software, what would they be paying per year?
If they would be paying only for the software, they would paying based on their website traffic. So they can pay Anyway, we have now 50K visits. We are giving this for free because of Google optimized.
So Valentin, that $50,000 contract per year, strip out the strategy and the initial review. If you take out the strategy and the initial review, what does that 50,000 go down to?
Those 50,000 can go down to something like 20K. Because we are not getting customers which are not having enough traffic. So based on the traffic that they are having, they would be paying us something like 20K for the software only.
Okay. All right. What does churn look like? So if you're at $95,000 per month this year, what were you at last year?
Last year, we've been at something like 70K.
Okay. And where has most of that growth come from?
Sorry, the most growth?
Where has that growth? Went from 70K a month in recurring revenue up to a year later, $95,000 a month in recurring revenue. I believe, by the way, I'm still not convinced it's recurring revenue. For the sake of the interview, we'll call it recurring revenue, but now you're up to 95,000. So where does that come from?
This is coming from the two revenue streams, but mostly from bigger customers, because we've seen that they have less churn. So our revenue churn is around 2% for them, while for the other ones, it's around 6%. And
So you have 6%, just to be clear, I want to make sure I understand that metric. You have 6% revenue churn, and is that gross or net?
Sorry?
Is that gross or net revenue churn?
That is gross revenue churn.
Okay. And is that monthly or annually?
This is monthly.
Okay, monthly. So yeah. But by the way, back to my point, right? You're churning 75% of your revenue per month, per year, right? So even if you're selling huge consulting packages, that you're still, you're churning a huge amount of that every year. How do you build a recurring base on top of that?
That churn is for the low end customers, right? As I've told you, after 3 months, they are churning, and that's why we've actually got from 18% churn 2 years ago to where we are now.
But Valentin, sorry, the reason revenue churn was invented was to make up for discrepancies in ARPU. So the exact thing you just said, where you said, "Hey Nathan, our churn is high in our low-paying customers and low in our high-paying customers." The way you erase that discrepancy in your core analysis is you look at overall, on a macro level, you look at revenue churn. Because if you lose one customer who's paying you nothing, your revenue churn is going to be very, very low. But if you lose one customer that makes up, that pays you 50 grand a year, right? Or makes up a big chunk of your revenue churn is going to be really high. So when you say 6% revenue churn, you say that's just on your small cohorts. What's the revenue churn across your entire customer base?
3%.
3% per month.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're churning about 36%, and that's gross monthly.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Very good. When people walk me through how you're acquiring these customers, what are you spending to acquire them?
We are not spending too much. We've been focused right now on a machine learning product, so that's why we've decided that the old model of doing extra work for large companies or selling a manual product for the mid-size or small companies is not working anymore, and that's why we are now focused on a machine learning product. So mainly at this point, we are just grabbing the inbound leads, which are they keep on going.
What's your team size today?
47 people.
47?
37.
37. Okay. And have you bootstrapped or raised capital?
We've raised capital in 2016.
How much total?
1.1 million US dollars.
Okay, so 1.1 million. And are you cash flow positive today or no?
Yeah, we are.
You are cash flow positive?
Yeah.
Okay. And where's the whole team based?
The whole team is based in Romania and in Poland.
Romania and Poland. Very good. So what's the next step for you? Do you raise more capital? Do you sell? What do you want to do?
We want to build that machine learning product, which doesn't use the talent of the people anymore. And we are going to be focusing on the e-commerce websites only. And we've also built a Magento business intelligence dashboard that's segmenting their whole customer base automatically, and they can use our personalization engine towards that. So the first step, we are releasing the Magento product. Next year, we'll be having beta with the machine learning product, which is going to be trained with the whole amount of users which are keeping our code snippet on their website, and we are grabbing a lot of intelligence out of that.
Great. Valentin, let's wrap up here with the famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
The famous business book is the play bigger.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Sorry, I haven't heard.
Is there a CEO that you're following or studying?
Yeah, it's a Romanian one. It's called, his name is Florin Talpeș. He's building Bitdefender. It's one of the, let's say, unicorns from Romania.
Number 3, how many hours what's your favorite online tool for building your business?
Sorry, Nathan, I haven't got you.
That's okay. What's your favorite online tool for building your business?
Phantom Buster.
Phantom Buster. Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
7, 8.
And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
Married.
Any
2
kids? 2. Okay, and how old are you?
48.
48. Last question, Valentin. What do you wish your 20-year-old 38. I was going to say 48. Yeah. Last question. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
That your mind is tricking you a lot, and that you always need to check on your decision-making system. So data-driven for the win.
Guys, there you have it. OmniConvert launched back in 2014, now doing about 95 grand in recurring revenue. That's up from 70 grand just a year ago. Healthy growth, 1.1 million raised, but cash flow positive now. 37 people based between Romania and Poland. Again, helping folks do better A/B testing, real-time feedback, especially in cart abandonment-like scenarios. Now working on a machine learning product. Valentin, thank you for taking us to the top.
Thank you as well, Nathan, and all the best.